Escape from Tarkov has just got a whole lot harder. Lucky for us though, it's only for a few days. Nikita tweeted out on his personal account, 35,000 likes and I will remove the traders for 5 days. And then later on, 45,000 and he'll remove the flea market as well. We did that pretty darn quickly and that's it. All of the traders have gone and the flea market is completely locked. You can't put anything on there, you can't sell anything on there, and all the items that were on your flea market in the process of being sold previously has been given back to you. You haven't lost any rep, but it has been given back to you. You can't sell it, you can't buy anything, traders are gone, the only one you've got is fence. But that means more than you think. You guys might be thinking, well, I've got stockpiles of gear, it doesn't really matter, I can still insure my stuff, go in for fun PvP and just hoard some stuff until the event's over. Well, you can't do any quests. Well, you can still actually progress in your quest. For example, I have the quest on Woods where you have to kill 15 scavs while under a stimulant effect. So I went into Woods, 0% on this quest by the way, haven't even started it yet. Popped a stim, got the stimulant effect, and then started killing scavs, and it did actually go up. So you can still do that, you just can't hand a quest in once it's complete. Even quests that you've got active that require you to pick up quest-specific items like the Golden Pocket Watch or Jaeger's photo album, you can still do that if you've already got the quest active, you just won't be able to hand it in, so make sure you've taken it into your off-raid stash rather than keeping it in your on-raid stash, so if you die in the future, you don't lose it and have to do it all over again. And if you think that ain't hard enough, well, because all the traders have gone, that means you only are able to insure from one person and one person alone. That is Fence. He charges 40% more than Prapor to insure your goods, and it takes a lot longer to get your goods back in return. So, for example, I insured a sniper rifle, a class 4 body armor, a helmet, and some sword-ins, and it cost me 380 grand. So, yeah, won't do that again. Don't insure during this event because it's going to make you bankrupt. But that's not the only thing. I died in that raid because I always do, and then I looked and it says Fence takes 24 to 80 something hours to get your stuff back. So I could be waiting days before this actually comes back to my stash if the people that killed me didn't get out with my goods. You can also only repair with Fence, and he isn't too bad at repairing, he just does cost a little bit more, and I think if you do have them, repair kits for weapons and armor would be viable at the moment because it does cost a lot more through Fence, and it isn't always as good as something like Mechanic would have been at repairing your armors and your weapons. That being said, I definitely don't think it's as bad as not being able to insure with anyone but him because, you know, at least you're getting some sort of value back when you're repairing. With this insurance, it can cost more than your entire loadout anyway. And another thing you won't have the option for because all the traders are gone is off-raid healing. Once you come out of a raid after you die, there is no healing screen anymore. Usually you'll be prompted with an off-raid healing screen where you pay a fee to therapist and she'll heal your character with all your fractures and make sure your health's up to full and all that. That's no longer the case at the moment because, again, therapist is on holiday and I don't think it's in Fence's skill set to do off-raid healing, so you're kind of stuffed with using your own medkits, but because you can't buy them unless you've got a stockpile already, you're going to be having to use your scavs or waiting in order to get some healing items back so you can use them to heal your PMC. I can already tell 65% of you are typing in the comments now, oh, Tarkov's getting too frustrating, oh, this event blah 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 is going to make me lose interest in the game. It's for 5 days guys, and personally I'm all for it, and do you know why? It makes running different kits a lot more fun. You go and get your scav and get some stuff in your scav like the necessities like food and drink and medical items, because you're not going for those really valuable items like GPUs and bitcoins and all that because you can't sell them at the moment. So you can stockpile them for now, sure, but the main things you're going to want to bring out are food, water, medical items and some weapons because they're what you're going to need. And the amount of people that I've seen running more scav type loadouts and rusty old AKs and stuff like that, it's refreshing. Now a lot of people still have a stockpile of gear in their inventory, but give it a couple of days towards the end of this 5-day event and you're going to see people running a lot more scav type loadouts, and I think that's what Tarkov's been missing. Remember, your ex-PMC factions, you're meant to be surviving in this wasteland, coming up from nothing, but people were getting modded out M4s within the first couple of days of the wipe. This is sort of what Tarkov's meant to be, and it's really fun. Don't get me wrong, hard and frustrating and something we're not expecting, but it's really interesting to see Nikita just put out something on his personal account, it actually get the response it wanted, and he actually stuck by it and did it. Now, he did say later on that this was planned from the beginning anyway, but it's nice to see a little hardcore element, and personally, I wouldn't mind seeing this as another sort of playable character once the game's fully released. They've already talked about a character that wipes seasonally and a character that doesn't wipe at all. I'd quite like to see a quote-unquote hardcore character with no traders, no flea market, and hell, no secure container if they want to go that far, and just see how the game plays differently. I feel like that would be a really cool sort of addition. But in terms of this 5-day event and what's going on, well, you've got a couple of options. Either start running your scav, go to Lighthouse, pick up some food and water, go to Shoreline, into the resort and pick up some medical items, and just pick up some basic weapons from Rashala, maybe go to the scav boss areas and pick up their weapons, because at least they're not bog standard and they're a little bit modded out, and then you can go from there. Ammo is also really hard to come by, so you find a little box of ammo, even if it's 9mm, pick it up because you might need it in the next couple of hours if you do decide to play. I know quite a lot of people have just longed it off for a week. It's fine, go out, touch some grass, play a different couple of games. Either way, this is around for at least 5 days, and we've got to embrace it or wait it out. But either way, positive or negative opinions of this change, I want to know of it down below in the comments. Let's have a discussion, and if we want this as a future thing where it's a different character and permanent when the game's released, then let me know what other additions you want as part of this quote-unquote hardcore mode. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy this event, or I hope that you enjoy going outside. But thank you so much for watching, guys. That's all I have for you in today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.